That's right. I'll be making batteries again. This will be my last video talking about these batteries and telling y'all that I am not related to Popcorn Sutton. My name's Randy. That's right, folks. This is the last video, just touching up on my battery videos, because a lot of people asking a lot of questions about my battery videos. A lot of people ask if you could mix more baking soda to a gallon of water. 10 ounces is all you need of baking soda in 1 gallon of water. If you mix any more than that, you're going to find that it clogs all up in the bottom of the jug and will not mix into the water properly. So 10 ounces is plenty enough of baking soda per gallon of water. Same with the Epsom salt. 12 ounces of Epsom salt to a gallon of water. You don't need to go any more than that. That's fine. That solution mixture will work on small batteries like I did in this ATV. It'll work on large deep cycle batteries like the one you saw at the beginning of this video. It'll work on middle-sized batteries. That mixture, 10 ounces of baking soda, will work on any size battery, any volt battery. 12 ounces of Epsom salt per gallon will work on any battery, any voltage battery. Like I say, if you mix any more than that, you're really just, you're going to create a bunch of shit in the bottom of your jug. You don't want to pour that in your battery. You want to pour that baking soda in there. Once it's all dissolved and the water is clear, pour it in the battery, let it boil, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes max, and then pour it out. Don't leave it overnight. I did that and it screwed the battery up. Don't leave it overnight boiling. Let it boil, let it bubble and fizz, pour it out. Do it again, pour it out, and keep doing that until your return is completely clear, okay? That's very important, man, that you get that battery cleaned out and get it very clear, when you pour the baking soda back out. This battery, this ATV, if you remember, I had to do it 8 times. 8 times I mixed the solution up. And, that little battery didn't hold a gallon, but I don't know how many times I mixed the solution. But I poured it into that battery, kicked it, rolled it around, dropped it. You want to be kind of rough with it. Jar loose any of those sulfate crystals that you can, that are in the cells, and then pour it out. And I did that 8 times. I filled the battery up, poured it out 8 times. Finally, it got clear. Now, occasionally you'll get a battery that, after you boil it out a time or 2 or 3 or 4, how many it takes, you'll start, as you're rolling it around, you'll start hearing stuff in the battery. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know, just like loose objects. You roll the battery around, you can hear them in there. If your battery does that, if you hear that, you might as well throw that battery away, because you're never going to get it clean. It's never going to hold a charge. Usually old batteries have sat around for a very long time. Well, not usually, but occasionally. If they sat around for a very long time, you'll hear that. You got to boil them out a time or 2 before you can hear it. And I'm talking about after you've done the baking soda process 2 or 3 times, and then you've got everything poured out of the battery and it's empty, and you're rolling it around. There's no acid, no water, nothing in it. And you roll it around, you hear shit moving around, rattling inside the battery. That battery's no good. You're never going to charge it. You're never going to save it. So that's a lot of the things I was getting questions asked about, and I hope this answers. I'm trying to think on the go here. Like I say, I've got batteries here right now that I'm doing. Getting ready for winter. I like to have all our vehicles with good batteries in them when winter comes. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just rejuvenating all of our vehicles' batteries. So, this winter, if we need them, they'll run, they'll start. The battery I did in my truck 2 years ago is still good, still cranks, still works perfect, but I'm going to put this big deep cycle battery in there, and I'm redoing now. Take the truck battery out and do it again, and just keep it around, save it for, whatever, hit it with a charge now and then. If you're storing these batteries like this, you got to hit them with a charge once a week even. Put a little charger, like I have 1 amp charger here. Put that on there, let it charge for, 12, 24 hours even. Once a week at least. Keep that battery, keep it working, keep it bubbling, so to speak. So I hope that answers any questions that you guys had. I can't think of anything else. I know there was more. I can't remember what they were. I can't remember, man. Too good. Y'all know me. I can't remember too good. Y'all know about that. So just keep those things in mind. 10 ounces of baking soda per gallon of water. Boil the battery out until the return is clean and there's no more color to it or dirt. You want to do that until that battery is as clean as you get. That's the most important step in this whole process. Get that water out of that battery as clean as you can get it. And then 12 ounces of Epsom salt. And that's plenty, for any size or any voltage battery, acid lead batteries we're talking. Charge it 24, 48 hours, trickle charge, 1 amp. And, you can save yourself a lot of money. I got batteries that I did this to for 16 years, man. Still using the same battery. If you take care of it, you can get 16 years out of one battery. I can prove this. I have one. Well, actually, I have two. One's a lawnmower battery and one's a vehicle battery. But 16 years out of one battery doing this. Do it every 3 or 4 years. You don't have to wait until the battery is dead. You can tell if your battery in your vehicle starts to slow down. I can hear that. I can tell that my battery's getting weak. That's when you need to do this process. Don't wait till it's completely dead. You can wait till it's completely dead, but it's more damage to the battery. It's going to be more work for you getting the cells clean, getting your return clean. So, when you hear it starting to get weak or you know that it's getting weaker, do this process. Watch my videos on how to do it. It's got step for step everything you need to know in the last video I did. And 2 of 3 seems to be a good one. It gets watched an awful lot. So there you go, and yes, if you're rolling the battery around and it's empty and you can hear crap rattling around inside that battery, you're never going to save that, man. That's particles from your cells and that shit in between the cells. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a battery expert, but I know this works. I know how to do this. I've got this down to a science, man, an art. So anyways, good luck. Hope that helps you, and happy charging. See you on the guitar repair soon. Check my guitar videos out, man. That's what you come here for, yes? Do it! Just about anything you can imagine here. Turkeys in the neighborhood. You saw me a year and a half ago do this battery. You can see the date on it right there. It's July 2011. The battery's 7 years old, going on 8 years old. And I redid it a year and a half ago, but I didn't keep pouring the content out until I had a good clean return. This time I did. Anyways, I heard the battery getting weaker. I could just tell, when I started the truck, it's getting a little bit weaker than it was. Got it hooked up on a 1 amp charger here. 1 amp, 12 volts. Anyways, I could hear the battery. I knew it was getting weaker. In winter time, it's coming on. So I thought, I'm going to do that battery again. And I did. I rinsed it 6 times. I boiled it out with baking soda 6 times. I don't know if you can see the cells bubbling or not. It's very slow, but I watched them all. All 6 cells are bubbling well, so that's a good sign. And I'm going to put it in the truck, try it out right now. Let's do it! Heavy son of a bitch. Come on, damn it. Big bastard. Tie them all in. So I'll do that before I hook it up. Well, alright folks, it's in there. Time for the moment of truth. there you go, folks. It's a done deal. You can hear the truck running in the background. The computer finally caught up and it would idle by itself. I hadn't had a battery in it for, I don't know, a week or however long I've been working on that battery. And the computer wouldn't let it idle. So it's idling now, I'm doing okay. And charging, the battery's good. It should get me through the winter. And that was the main goal, save $100, redo the battery, get through the winter. Hope you enjoy these videos. Thanks for watching. Cheers to you. And I am not related to Popcorn Sutton. Anybody for Thanksgiving turkey? I'm crawling around in the yard, man. I don't know who these belong to. They run around in the neighborhood here everywhere. Check it out. Turkeys and chickens and bears. Oh my.